some news about some things that are going on. And he didn't ask for any help or any advice, right? No, he didn't. But
did not.
Did I offer it? Did I just give it to you anyway?
She did.
I did.
And it was awesome.
I can't help myself. I just want to, right, be able to do that. And part of why I wrote the book is because I can't meet everyone one-on-one and have the conversations and share. So I was trying to figure out a way to share at least a set of things on a broader basis. You know, I'm doing online office hours now, which allows people to send me questions in advance, tune in, they can text me questions while we're talking, and I'll answer. I'm looking for ways in which I can do one-on-many. And I frankly think more people should be doing it too. There's a lot that we've all experienced, and there's a lot of need. And I want others to be able, as I said right in the beginning, I want others to be able to accomplish what they want to accomplish and not get caught. You know, so many times it's just one stumble, one roadblock, whatever, that sets you kind of off course. And there's ways to handle it and deal with it. So I just feel compelled. All right, are we one here? Oh, Karen, I'm sorry.
2 more probably.
2 more? Okay.
Yeah.
Here, and then we'll go up front.
There were the mistakes that taught me something, that built something in me, and they gave me a new pattern. Can you share 1 or 2 of those that you had?
Sure. So I did one that was actually around, it's top of mind because it's around the mentoring question. So this is back in IBM, but at IBM, they decided that people that they thought were high potential should all have mentors. And they decided that they'll let the high potential people decide who they want to be the mentors and see if they could match them up that way. So I got asked, who would you like to be your mentor? And I thought about it, and I picked a gentleman by the name of Roland Harris. He was a couple levels above me. I'd met him. I knew him. I thought we'd have a good connection, right? I thought he liked me, so I said, all right, Roland. Well, 2 days later, my phone rings. Hello? It's Roland. It's, hi, Roland. And he goes, you put me down. Just jumped right into it. You put me down to be your mentor. Now, he sounds just like that. He's like not happy. And I'm thinking, I said, well, yeah, I thought you liked me. And he said, Shellye, you've got me. Get somebody else. And I went, oh. Well, I will tell you, that was probably the biggest mistake learned that I ever made, because I was like, oh, I can have more than one mentor. And I just put that on steroids. I'm like, well, if I can have more than one, then I can have 2, I can 3. I mean, I had a ton of mentors. And that was absolutely one of my keys to success in IBM, was to get all these mentors. So that was probably the biggest one.
So thank you for, being an example for me, because where I work, I'm one of few female managers, and I'm like starstruck, I'm like, oh my God, like a tough leader in front of me. It's so rare, so I went into leadership at a very young age, and it took me a while to learn what I was even doing, right? So I made a few mistakes, and there was definitely the thing where men call you ambitious and aggressive, and at the same time tell you that your weakness is your kindness. It was just like really conflicting. And for a second, I almost fell for it, But thankfully, I transformed with age as I matured. And I realized that actually kindness is my leadership strength, and it's how I build people up. So it was a long road to get here to understand myself in that depth. Can you share with me what your leadership style is and what your experience is with that?
Sure. So my leadership style is I'm a servant leader. I'm a big believer that if I help my team to be successful and get done what they need to get done, then I'll be successful. So I'm a servant leader. I support my team. I try to do whatever to help them achieve what they need to achieve, and that's been my approach. And that makes me collaborative, right? It makes me indeed, part of the team as well. You build a lot of trust, so it works. And oh, by the way, it translates globally. I had a job in Japan. Imagine this, in the 90s in Japan. Tall, young African-American female. where the average manager in Japan is probably 50. But I was successful there, and I was successful because the servant leader approach works everywhere. Everywhere.
All right.
Okay,
Well,
set?
with that, please
Thank
join
you.
me in saying thank you to Shellye for not only sharing about how successful she is,
Thank
but how amazing person she is as well.
Thank you, and thank you, Alfredo. Thanks, everybody, for braving tonight. I appreciate it.